Thank you very much. My name is Victor Urikukie. I'm an Yala member from Burundi. As my colleagues have said, we are here to respond to the invitation of our colleague Sankok. And we take this opportunity to thank him for his spirit of brotherhood, of togetherness, the spirit of camaraderie he has. And this emphasizes the very spirit of in the East Africa integration, whereby the people are at the center of the integration for them to be able to do trade together through the East African region. And we as a people representative were confident that the the united East Africa is possible. Our leadership has already shown the direction, and we as a representative of people, we have to 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 raise the awareness amongst our population so that they follow the itinerary of our leadership, showing how to the direction to take towards a regional federation. And as many have said here, we believe also in the United States of Africa. As Sankok have that inspiration through a cow here. we saw, we believe in that. What is remaining to work on it so that it becomes a reality. Thank you very much.
Habari ya muda huu, naitwa Machano Ali Machano, ni mbunge wa bunge la Afrika Mashariki kutokea Zanzibar, Tanzania, special Zanzibar. Mimi kwanza nishukue nafasi hii kumshukuru Mwenyezi Mungu kwa kutujalia kuwa na afya njema, lakini pia nimshukuru na kumpongeza Rais wa Jamhuri ya Kenya, Dr. William Ruto, kwa namna ambavyo ametupokea kama wabunge wa bunge la Afrika Mashariki. Kwa kweli tunajihisi tuko nyumbani kwa sababu ya namna ambavyo Mheshimiwa Ruto ametupokea, na Mheshimiwa Ruto maana yake amefanya hivyo kwa niaba ya Wakenya. Na namna ambavyo tunapita mitaani tunagundua kwamba Wakenya wote watupokea vizuri, tunawashukuru na tunapongeza sana. Lakini kwa namna kipekee nimpongeze Mheshimiwa David Ole Sankok kwa kile ambacho amekifanya. Alichokifanya ni kitendo cha kiungwana, cha kibusara na cha kisiasa pia, na cha kiuchumi. Sisi kama wabunge tungelibaki tu kubakia mahotelini tukao tunazurura pale mjini. Lakini ameona kuna nafasi ya kuwachukua tukawapeleka mitaani wakaonana na watu, tuna nafasi ya kuiona Kenya. Leo tuko kwenye eneo hili. Kama si mwaliko wa Mheshimiwa Ole Sankok, manake tusingefika kwenye eneo hili. Lakini baada ya kufika naye pia ametukaribisha tukao tunajisi kama tuko nyumbani. Wote tulioko hapa, Mkenya najiona yuko Kenya, South Sudan najisi niko South Sudan, na mimi Tanzania najisi niko Tanzania. Ni jambo la busara la kiungwana. Lakini kingine Mheshimiwa Ole Sankok angeliweza kuwekeza eneo jingine mbali na nyumbani, lakini kwa sababu ya uzalendo wake leo tunaona yuko jirani na uwekezaji wake. Hii ni nini? Maana yake wote wanaofanya kazi kwenye eneo hili, hakuna mtu ambaye kutoka mbali eneo hili, ni uzalendo. Lakini hii inaonesha namna gani tunapaswa kuunga mkono maeneo yetu. Tumeenda kuona katika maeneo ya ufugaji, tumekuta kuna ng'ombe ana ile ramani ya Afrika. Huu ni ujumbe, maana Mwenyezi Mungu kwa sisi Waislamu tunaamini kabla ya kiyama kuna dalili zinakuja anatuonesha. Na hili anatuonesha kwamba mnakoelekea kama wa Afrika Mashariki ama wa Afrika kwa ujumla mnapaswa kuwa na umoja. Na ndio maana ya ule ujumbe ambao upo katika ile ngozi ya ule ng'ombe. Kwa hiyo sisi kwa pamoja tunapaswa kuungana, tukashikana kusudi yote akaendelea. Walionitangulia hapa wameyazungumza mengi tu kwenye kuwekeza uchumi na mambo mengi ambayo kama jumuiya inalenga kuelekea huko. Tukifanya hivyo tutafanikiwa kwa pamoja. Neema hii ni kwa Afrika na si kwa mtu mwingine yoyote. Asante sana.
That I want to appreciate my brother Sangok is that thank you on behalf of our brothers and sisters in Kenya for actually having this opportunity to host our colleagues from the 7 partner states. I want to say this, Sangok is an encouragement. Sangok is an example. Sangok has proved to us this statement that we normally say, disability is not inability. I want to say Sangok, I think, is ahead of all of us. In fact, by bringing us here, we've actually seen a lot that those of us that are not in his state are not even able to do. My brother Sangok, thank you so much. And thank you for allowing us to bring the 7 partner states here. to enjoy the culture of the Maasai, the meat we've eaten, the way it is eaten, the way people, this is real integration, this is real deepening, this is real tightening. Just to finish, I want to say this. I want to thank my
here in the Republic of Kenya, but I want to specifically talk about why we are in Narok. We come here so we can be able to tell your story, and your story has been told extensively by your representative, the Honorable Sankok, but today we come here to just validate. There's so many great stories that come from this great county of Narok that illuminates the necessity for us to integrate as East Africans. It's a story that pieces together so many of our communities with distinct identities, with distinct traditions that require preservation. There is a lot of knowledge systems that are getting undermined by development, and it is our role as legislators to put in place specific legislation to preserve our knowledge systems. When we come here today, we celebrate the Maasai culture, we celebrate their knowledge systems. We have gone and seen how you have been able to preserve an environment while being productive. This, this is what they call ecotourism. And what we are seeing here today in Osim is a representation of ecotourism, and we want to promote this as a model, as a best practice for many of the investors that are coming in and want to invest in this sector. And this poses the question that we as legislators need to take back home, that we need to create an environment to attract investment in our countries. And this investment must be domestic investors. We need to empower people to begin to look at the resources that we have and translate them into opportunities to enhance the livelihoods of our people. The Honorable Sankok has already shown the way by investing here, by employing our people, by giving them opportunities. There are so many people who are benefiting from this investment, and this is what we should do.
We did receive a very good welcome there. When you come to Narok, what I've seen is that we have the roads, we have electricity, we have land. I think even the President Ruto did talk about that last when he addressed his address to us. Said that in East Africa we have lands, we have natural resources, we have human resources. All this made together, we can find opportunity to make this EAC very powerful. We can see what we can do together. What we saw also that there is peace. That is very important for development. How can you develop if you are fighting? So we said that instead of fighting, instead of listening to those who want wars in Africa, in EAC, let's think about what can be important for us.
Assembly. But before that, let me first take this opportunity to thank our brother, Honorable Sankok, Madam Helen, Mr. Sankok, his children, all of the government officials. We have the commissioner here and the Minister of Roads, I believe, for this opportunity and for this hospitality. This is really the spirit of what integration is all about. Coming here to attend the plenary session, the purpose of traveling to different African countries to do our session is so that we can get to meet the people of East Africa. And today, Honorable Sankok has really gone a mile in bringing us to the people of Narok County to have an opportunity for you to know who we are. And as Honorable Falhada said, we come from 7 countries. But having said that, of course, this is like we are trying to go back in history, because at one point, Africa was really one. And if you look, I look at the culture of people from Narok, it's no different from where I come from. I feel at home. The symbol that Honorable Sankok showed us today of the cow with the image or the map of Africa, it really tells a lot. And I'm really very, very moved and very proud, Honorable Sankok, the way you are living with the earth. I think there is a lot of things that we can learn from each other, and this is an opportunity. When we do integrate, it will give us that opportunity to know how each other. Again, going back to history, if you look at all of the East African borders, you have the same people on both sides. South Sudan has got the same people in Kenya, the same people in South Sudan. Tanzania, you have people here. Our brother James comes from the Maasai, but the colonials, they divided. Sankok is here and he's there, but they're still one people. So the integration agenda, hopefully, is a step towards bringing back what historically was already there. To that Honorable Sankok, I say thank you very much, and we will revenge. We will also hope to take this opportunity to bring you also to where we come from, so you see for yourself. And this is something we'll have to arrange, Honorable Sankok, to visit the other East African countries as well.
East African community have a total landmass of 1.4 billion acres, and those acres are arable land, completely arable. We don't have a desert. All of it can be used for livestock layering or agriculture. Again, we have 6,500 kilometers of coastline that can be used to do business to the Far East through Indian Ocean, to the Middle East through the Gulf of Aden, and to the West or America through the Atlantic Ocean because of DRC. Again, we have a population of 350 million people. That is a bigger market. We have the water towers that are bigger than any other place in the world, the Congo Belt and the Mao Forest. So as East Africa, we are an economic bloc that is well placed to recall and to be able to take the leadership of the world from the so-called superpower. You can easily become superpower. We know that there is only one soul alive who can carry the aspiration and the dream of our Pan-African forefathers of uniting the Africa into the United States of Africa. And that is none other than His Excellency the Right Honorable Raila Odinga. Honorable Dr. Shiranda here had actually had aspiration of contesting as an AUC chairman. But when he saw Raila Odinga, Agwambo, have declared his candidature, he stepped down for him. And so is others who actually wanted. So for us in East Africa, we support, and as the president has pleaded with us, we support the candidature of Raila Amolo Odinga as the candidate of East African region. And this is the turn of this region. So I don't see any, will be a walkover. Raila Odinga will be the chairman of African Union Commission. And again, we have a gap to be able to bridge, a gap between our Pan-African forefathers and the younger generation. The only person who understands both the generations is actually Raila Odinga. If today I say that I want to be the chairman, or if Dr. Shiranda had succeeded and become the chairman, he never met Nelson Mandela. He never met Kwame Nkrumah. He never met all our Pan-African forefathers, including Muammar Gaddafi and Mugabe. But Raila have met them. He may be conversant with the youth, but he's not conversant with the past. So Raila Odinga will bridge the gap between the past, the present, and the future. And that is why we support him. He has met all those Pan-African forefathers. Of course, he has been dancing with the younger generation. He is the father of Kenyan democracy. So we are sure under Raila Odinga, we'll also have this dream come true of the United States of Africa.
Is South Africa. This is where East Africa is. This is where DRC is. This is the Horn of Africa. This is South Africa. This is West Africa. This is Comoros Island. This is the Madagascar. All of it is Africa. So one day, during our lifetime, these are God prophecy. They will be the United States of Africa. Yes. It was not grown. This cow was just born within my flock. Just here. So it have now given birth. We are milking it. So the tea you have taken, some of the milk, because it's 20 liters per session, that is morning, and then 15 in the evening. So that is that the tea that was prepared in my house is only from this cow of the map of Africa. Yes. So the United States of Africa. Nyambura. Anaitwa Nyambura. Nataka kwenda kabla hujaonekana. He has been a friend of mine for a long time. You know what? Now since 2017. Don't worry. My friend, don't worry. He doesn't want anyone else.